I left it in the car. What's up? All right, so I got some. I'm gonna have some fun today because today what me is going to do, mate, is going to play this game that me like so much. Me like it so much that me is going to play it, mate. That's why me have implemented what you see here, fascinate your fancy. The new starting soon screen, right? Let's start eating up. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this is what I'm doing today. I am going to show you guys my fascination with the e-brake in this racing game. And I'm about to kick some ass. Now, I'm getting the e-brake this Friday, and it's going to be fucking amazing. Like, I'm going to be, like, pulling that bitch, bro. Like, I might get another camera. So, don't forget to check out the show around that date, whatever the fuck I'll be doing. But I will, for sure, be pulling that bitch. Ha. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to call T-Mobile tomorrow and get an unlock code from my phone and sell it. Here we go. No screen today. Don't worry about that. That's just, that. That's what Twitch. Amazon, I guess. Alright, I'm going to share my Amazon card with you guys today before I start playing. You see this here? It's your premium USB 14-bit USB handbrake suitable for racing games. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the ratings. Oh my god, look at that racing chamber. I'm getting there. Y'all know I am too. I fucking love this shit. Yes. I have the most great racer car that's well respected. So fuck you. And yes, I don't have the shifter. I don't do the manual. Yes, I don't. I mean, sometimes I use the shift paddles because, your boy uses this bullshit right here. Damn, it's only $200 now? Mine was $250. I might order another one. I'm gonna get the Xbox version. I got the PlayStation version. I don't know why the fuck I did that. It's so fucking retarded, bro. But I mean, it's all the same if it's PC, as you PC cats know. This is for my earbuds because I always lose them. Actually, check this shit out. This is what I bought. I bought the Black Sharks right here, the Lucifer 6. And if anybody want to know how they are fucking amazing. They easily compete with AirPods. Like, let's say AirPods is a little bit better. Bro, wait, what the fuck is that? Nah, that's not the right one. That's too cheap. This right here. Damn, what a difference. I bought like 2 of these, and long story short, I got refunded on one of my orders because Amazon are fucking idiots. Oh my god, this shit is balls ass amazing. Look at that, 4.4 out of 5. You're like, oh, what is that? Lucifer T6. Beware, Christians, because I had to myself. Anyways. But I got a case. I gotta get a case for that. Check this out. You ever watch those Chris Brown videos and shit? Shout out to my boy McCormick for showing me this. And like, you got like, what the fuck? Alright, hold on, let's go back up. This is what it does. It's a soft, subtle thing for the lights, But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I cut too. I don't know. I'm gonna show you what I really want. You see these stickers? I'm about to get me some more. I gotta do some more trims on my car. I got some cool ideas when I get this board. Lights for my chargers and tripods for my color lights. As I have, but I haven't used that shit in a long time. So I'm gonna start using it again. And check this out. Let me show you this bullshit that I like to always buy. I actually have some left. Look, these filters, they do that. Watch. You see? Like 4 points, 6 points, 8 points, how many stars? Like, I've done this before. This shit is dope. You see? But I lost the filter and stopped using it. Well, I scratched them all up. So I'm gonna get some more. And if you guys want to shoot, oh hell yeah. See? Good shots. Ow. Okay, what was that? Like just a bunch of technical whatever shit. I need some batteries, auto T-tail. I need to get new fog lights. I got this black and white USB extension cables for our gaming shit. Because that was a problem with doing a podcast at the BlurCon. We didn't have extension cables for HDMI and USB. Nothing could stretch long enough. We barely had a shot. And then I had internet technical difficulties. Whatever. So I'm gonna get all this good shit care room. This for my daughter. I love fucking chargers. Like, you know, I got a million devices. Oh, rocker switch. Since I already got one for my carrier light. Shout out to Roberto. Fucking organizer. I'm like, you know, this shit. Cause they're like, yeah, you know, you have to get it. I don't give a fuck. Let me show y'all some dope shit that I came across. Show you what? Alright, don't worry. We're gonna get into some gaming, folks. We're gonna get into some gaming. Yes, I go 100 miles per hour. Well, look at that premium. Hold on, wait. No, go back. Look at this premium ass car jinx. This is what I'm doing with my car. Instead of getting new seats, I'm gonna get them restitched. I'm gonna clean them real good, respray them, and I'm gonna get these premium ass seat covers. Premium ass motherfucking seat. Look at these generic ass having shoes. Like, they don't look too bad for like. Look at them. I mean, they don't look too bad for $30. It's like when Payless would say you get like nice ass shoes for dumb cheap. And like, you know, they ain't stunting too hard. They're not trying to say Jordan. It's just a nice little Nike shoe crossover boot. Fuck your Junior. Richie, what is that called? Go to it. Joomra, bro. Joomra. Look at. Alright, now the music's switching around like I'm about to fucking sell an ad. Are we selling stuff? No, we're not. Sorry. Alright, anyways. Look. Damn, I'm trying to say like Joomra, bro. Check out the Joomra store. Like, I saw this Afro Ethiopian dude on the silver store. I was like, what are those? He was like, Joomra. And I was like, what? You see this? I don't know. Did I already talk about this? Not with the computer loading. Like, are we about to lose Wi-Fi? Not with YouTube fucking loading. There we go. Right. This right here, I'm getting off of. I actually found a guy on Facebook. Kind of don't want to go to it. It already has it either. I don't know what she's saying. Whatever. I love you too. Yeah, close it out. Anyways, look. I found somebody with this USB brake. So I'm gonna mount it up with my wheel, and that's gonna be a go. Alright, so games. And I gotta finish these lists. Games. We're gonna pay today, not Mirror's Edge. But actually, let me turn this shit down. So I'm gonna try to watch this video.
Our pedals, gas, brake, and clutch. We have basically your brake, brakes, just the rear wheel.
I just want to see him do this shit. Damn.
So there's basically 3 different versions of handbrakes. There's like the stock handbrake or the parking brake. By the way, foot brake, just don't even use that. Like the foot handbrake, if you have one of those, that doesn't work because they lock up. There's really no way to make them work. So we're really talking about handbrakes, right? So stock handbrake is just rear parking brakes. Generally, they're pads inside the rotor. As you pull up, it squeezes those pads to the inside of the rotor and locks the rear wheels. And that's a great, honestly, stock handbrakes work really well. The next one though is upgrade to a hydraulic handbrake. You can either have pull up, pull back. You can even have push ones and mounted different ways. Generally, they're all doing the same thing. Now, the reason why you would go to hydraulic is for a couple of reasons. First reason is you can do an inline handbrake where you basically put it into the rear brake system and it only locks up the rear brakes. But hydraulic is it's just that much tighter. It'll lock that much harder. It's just better, right? Stock handbrake, then inline, then the next upgrade would be hydraulic handbrake with dual calipers. Now you're actually putting a pair of second calipers on the rear end, and they're separate brake systems. So what that does is now you've separated the brake systems in case of a failure. It's also, sometimes when you have it in line and it's with the brakes, there'll be a little bit of a lag, or it'll be tough to pull when you're trying to use the brakes as well. So that's pretty much the next upgrade. But again, all three systems work great and they do the same thing. It's just as you progress, you upgrade this piece like anything else. All right, so let's dig in. So what I would say is when you're starting to use a handbrake, practice with your car off. You can even do this in your garage, right? There are some specific motions that you need to learn. So very basic, what's happening is you're clutching in, then you're pulling the handbrake while you're clutched in, and then when you're off the handbrake, you're clutching back out. Now what happens if you pull the handbrake?
So let's go back
pretty much the next upgrade. But again, all three systems work great and they do the same thing. It's just as you progress, you upgrade this piece like anything else. All right, so let's dig in. So what I would say is when you're starting to use a handbrake, practice with your car off. You can even do this in your garage, right? There are some specific motions that you need to learn. So very basic, what's happening is you're clutching in, then you're pulling the handbrake while you're clutched in, and then when you're off the handbrake, you're clutching back out. Now what happens if you pull the handbrake
Don't be mad at me.
with the clutch out? So
screen.
very basic, what's happening is
I'm so sorry.
you're clutching in, then you're pulling the handbrake while you're clutched in, and then when you're off the handbrake, you're clutching back out. Now what happens if you pull the handbrake with the clutch out? A lot of different things happen. You can break your rear end, break drive shaft, break your axles, all different stuff because the drivetrain is still connected. So you want to disconnect the drivetrain so you can pull the handbrake. So the motion that we want to practice with the car off is that clutch in, pulling the handbrake, letting off, clutch out. We all mess this up, guys. So I really say focus on learning this so you can mess it up as few times as possible, but it will happen.
I like this guy. Look, he knows his shit. He said that right. If as few times as possible.
Really just sit and kind of imagine yourself going on the track, clutching in, pulling that handbrake, clutching out. Quick pro tip, the reason we modulate, sometimes it requires a double pump to get it to fully lock on a hydraulic. It just depends how you have it set up. The neat thing about that is if you have it set up that way, just kind of one pull will just slow them down and then two pulls will lock them. The other reason we modulate is so we don't flat spot our tires. So if we are doing a real long handbrake, as we're in that turn, we're kind of slowly going back and forth, so they're just kind of turning like that, and we don't get a huge flat spot on our tires, which is never good. So practice, get that motion down. That doesn't work because they lock up. There's really no way to make them work. So we're really talking about handbrakes, right? So stock handbrake is just the rear parking brakes. Generally, they're pads inside the rotor. As you pull up, it squeezes those pads to the inside of the rotor and locks the rear wheels. And that's honestly, stock handbrakes work really well. The next one though is upgrade to a hydraulic handbrake. You can either have pull up, pull back, you can even have push ones and mounted different ways. Generally, they're all doing the same thing. Now, the reason why you would go to hydraulic is for a couple of reasons. First reason is you can do an inline handbrake where you basically put it into the rear brake system and it only locks up the rear brakes. But hydraulic is just that much tighter. It'll lock that much harder. It's just better, right? Stock handbrake, then inline. Then the next upgrade would be hydraulic handbrake with dual calipers. So now you're actually putting a pair of second calipers on the rear end and they're separate brake systems. So what that does is now you've separated the brake systems in case of a failure. It's also, sometimes when you have it in line and it's with the brakes, there'll be a little bit of a lag or it'll be tough to pull when you're trying to use the brakes as well. So that's pretty much the next upgrade. But again, all three systems work great and they do the same thing. It's just as you progress, you upgrade this piece like anything else. All right, so let's dig in. So what I would say is when you're starting to use a handbrake, practice with your car off. You can even do this in your garage, right? There are some specific motions that you need to learn. So very basic, what's happening is you're clutching in, then you're pulling the handbrake while you're clutched in, and then when you're off the handbrake, you're clutching back out. Now what happens if you pull the handbrake with the clutch out? A lot of different things happen. You can break your rear end, break drive shaft, break your axles, all different stuff because the drivetrain is still connected. So you want to disconnect the drivetrain so you can pull the handbrake. So the motion that we want to practice with the car off is that clutch in, pulling the handbrake, letting off, clutch out. We all mess this up, guys, so I really say like focus on learning this so you can mess it up as few times as possible, but it will happen, especially when you start doing it faster. Really just sit and kind of imagine yourself going on the track, clutching in, pulling that handbrake, clutching out. Quick pro tip, the reason we modulate, sometimes it requires like a double pump to get it to fully lock on a hydraulic. It just depends how you have it set up. The neat thing about that is if you have it set up that way, just kind of one pull will just slow them down and then 2 pulls will lock them. The other reason we modulate is so we don't flat spot our tires. So if we are doing like a real long handbrake, as we're in that turn, we're kind of slowly going back and forth, so they're just kind of like turning like that, and we don't get a huge flat spot on our tires, which is never good.
It's never good. It's not good for the people of the city.
So practice, get that motion down, you know, do it slow, and then do it like, you know, real fast. It looks like you're almost going at the same time, but you're not. Like, as you're coming and it's releasing, you can pull on, and then right as you can let go. So just practice that motion, guys. Get that down. That'll really save you some brakes. The cool thing is you can kind of go as fast as you want and use the handbrake to slow yourself way down. We did another video on feint entry, which is, I think, the coolest way to enter, the fastest way to enter, and that's kind of more really using the vehicle speed and inertia to enter. But the handbrake is also cool because you can just kind of drag it out. You can get really cool long slides on the edge of the track. Another cool use for the handbrake is, let's say so the corner that we're doing a video is for it. You have to do it off on this corner. So we're going further across that straight. If we use the throttle, we're going to get in too close to the apex. So all we're going to do is drag that handbrake a little bit. And that actually, in corner-wise, it kind of puts you in a straight trajectory. So you're going to slide basically straight sideways, which is going to pull you. That doesn't work. They lock up. There's really no way to make sense. Handbrake a little bit, whether you're following someone in tandem or just need to slow it down a little bit. It works similar to the brakes, but it's just another kind of way to do it. And basically brakes are gonna pull you one way, whereas handbrake's gonna pull you the other. So a lot of times handbrake is a great way to kind of speed check.
Fucking awesome. Alright, bitches. You know what time it is. Damn. What I want to play? Fucking. Have I even played the crew yet? Oh shit, no. Oh wait, I didn't sign into the crew yet. The fucking Ubisoft was tripping. Oh yeah, let's see. I played Dirt 5. Grid a bit. Need for Speed, the new one. I did Dirt Rally. Didn't really like it. Need for Speed, he had to take it off in the other Witcher-Con game. But the Crew 2, I'm quite sure I could bust this loose. I need to get my fight stick chicken for Ace Combat too. Damn, I got a ring stuck on my finger. thought that was Trouble in Paradise. Alright. Let's see. I'm still good. Bitch. Don't start freezing music. Whew. Alright, here we go. I'm going to come back at the 20 mark and take a 1 minute and 24-second break. I'll be back, homies. Alright, yeah, fuck that back. Oh, this is that stupid ass game that I ain't finished the first mission to. I kept saying, alright, I'll do it later, so I had to recalibrate the wheel or some shit. I got the profiles down for the other 3 games pretty much. And I learned not to let Logitech reset itself, but this one's fucking annoying. With the wheel. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we need handbrakes. It says space. Handbrake is gonna be, oh, fucking cry me a fucking river. Fuck that. Cause I'm gonna just tap the fucking button on the keyboard. Cause they full of shit. Oh, really? What the fuck? I know what it is.
Listen, man, I'll be lit, man. I'll be lit.
Okay.
I probably, but it probably was just a conversation. I probably ain't fucking with.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I didn't know y'all was
What the fuck? Oh, that's the problem. I can't use it. I can't play this game. I can't play this game using the driving wheel. Like, it just don't work. But let me tell you what will work. Using this fucking driving wheel. And then switching to controller. When it's,
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, what's going on though? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, so it has to be really hard because it's too arcade. The handbrake works.
She drive like a truck, beat when she back it up. Keep whining for me, I'm making it up. Keep whining for me while the speakers stop. Now take it high, go low, back it up. Now take it slow, go hard, just sweat in the floor. Got 'em addicted and baby.
Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, that. You gotta make the door tighter.
So I can't believe it, and I know a way. You know which like man, like all day, all day, all day. Propane, my code name. Ooh, mama, keep working them hips while they get up behind it. Damn.
All right. Hey. Good shit. Drive. Huh? Drive. Yeah, I'm gonna do the other chicken. Hey, what's up, war dog? What you want? Fuck your car. I'm trying to get the handbrake to speed up. Stern it. Get the fuck out of the way, asshole. Damn. Alright, at least I'm still going. What is it, boost? I knew that was gonna happen. I looked at that shit way too late. Oh, war dogging. War dog ran. Probably using the controller all the time. How you use a boost? Damn. I'm like, Richie dog, you. Come on, dog. Don't stop. Damn, too hard out there. I need an actual. Imagine if you could swim like during that part. This shit's real arcade. So that's what we do. I'm not gonna even play games. I'm about to just open up. I'm about to open up Need for Speed or Grid. Cause Grid
Into that game.
Yeah, I'm about to play like it's closing. Grid. If that game don't fucking close. Good old task manager. That'll close it out. Pop, pop, and it's big. Alright, I want to do Need for Speed, but we'll do Grid first. Now I'm gonna change the fucking controls. Oh, you know what? Damn, Grid about to use Logitech Hub, but that shit work fine. I mean, G Hub ain't everything. It won't recognize the input. Toot, toot, toot.
They're still alive.
Hell yeah. No camera today. No, I feel like it.
Well, normally they can see you.
Yeah, I got the camera out. Discover card. Get yours today. Have you ever woke up on the Outback and said to yourself, well, today's a good day. You go fishing, you get your fish hooks and your bait, and now you're on your way. And you say to yourself, God damn it, I think I forgot my beer. Well, guess what? Bud Talks got you. Oh, you don't hear it, bro. Look, here. I got you. No, listen. Look. Look.
That's what it was saying.
No, listen. It just sound like it. You ever wake up and you say to yourself, I would walking out into the park, and the wife's looking at you, you give her a look, and what time it is? You know, we're about to make babies. Today's a good day. You gonna get some punnet. Like, you know, like that whole commercial, that's what that was.
There's people on there listening to you.
Yeah, I'm on live.
And they can hear the music too.
Yeah, I got everything tuned in. Oh, fuck yeah, bro. Brad, man. I was geeking all day to just get home and play this. All I want to do is race games and skate, nigga. And maybe go to the beach one time. Free play. Resume event. Oh yeah, this shit is still soft. Switch profiles. Sorry, guys, this is necessary, please. Fucking G-Hub is some bullshit sometimes. But again, oh, wait a minute. I'm about to take this shit off right real quick and just use the original one. Please don't fucking tell me to restart the computer. I will not. I will not. Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here. The device just came off. That's what's up. Now G-Hub should be G.
You want to play a different one?
Hell yeah, way better. No, bitch. But let's see. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Did I hit a wheel? Hey, get the fuck out of here. Here. Exit. And G-Hub. See, one's an old software, one's a new one. And the new one won't recognize the road with the old one kicked in, but you gotta use the old one for some games because it just won't work right, and I gotta find a solution for both. See, like, look at this shit. It's about some connecting. That's bullshit. Let me see something. He's gonna try to be fucking.
And here we are for the first round, Kristen. How you feeling about this one?
Pretty good, Alex. The opening race is always something of a test of character as much as anything. Who is going in a bit nervy and
Alright, look,
maybe
we go.
hold...
Hot lap qualifying. I'm about to suck ass. Gotta get this shit. Can't just be. What is this? Why does it go this way? What the fuck? Oh no, I do over. The feedback didn't kick in until fucking late. Oh no, too wide out. Alright. I mean, this shit is not easy. You gotta get the calibration you build for, so if they don't like it, watch another show and go fuck themselves. Go something watching because fuck, whatever, I'm gonna play it out. All of a sudden, I can fucking do it now.
They're streaming up there.
Yeah, this the that's the beat that they see. Just slow down. I de-accelerate. That's about keeping the brakes. I need to slow down. I'm not gonna be caught up. no, don't you pick out a console, motherfucker. Plus one, that's like 15. Oh shit. That was like 15 plays. Last time it was 9, I was wrong. I just need to stop hitting shit. See, it don't engage until you start, so it throw you off, and in the beginning you already gotta slow down. So, oh shit, so you just don't accelerate. Oh, it was that easy all along. Shit. See, this is more going on. Alright, I got that one kind of mastered. Just gotta get the beginning out. Pump brake way before you come in there. I mean, I could just play and not qualify, but I'm gonna operate this off. They're gonna get mad at me. So that's actually that shit. What game was that? That was Dirt. But it's not the same for Grid. Grid wasn't like slow down and hit the corners. Need for Speed was like pour the fucking handbrake and hit the corner. How about this? Instead of doing what you're going to start an event.
And here we are for the first round, Kristen. How are you feeling about this? All right, we'll get back to that shortly because it's time to get started.
After the first lap, chase down the pack. This is the final lap. Let's get out of mid-pack. to stop gets rated in, you push them over the edge here.
Yeah, but like you was this because I was showing up about the regular. I was.
And here we are for the first round, Kristen. How you feeling about this one?
The opening race, and I guess we will see who is out there to feel out the competition and who is out there to dominate this.
And
Maybe stay out of their path. Don't get taken out.
I need to see the replay for once.
Come on, I think you've hit them one too many times.
Turner, fuck everything.
oh, lack of judgment for a split second, and they're going into the scenery.
So do they have to start here like I did exactly? You really was fucking great. Damn, you category 2. What? They got GT, stock cars, touring cars. Wait, they got GT? GT Group All Torque Apex Point. Hell yeah. Track pairs. What do I want? Some straightaways with a few turns? Or a whole fucking rally from let's see, and then go for a while, and then I hit the corner left, then I hit another left, and then go down. Paris ain't too bad. Red Bull Ring. Havana. Oh no, I see it's a bunch of different ones. Alright, here we go. Oh, damn. That ain't too bad. I mean, I ain't gonna make that noise. But for real, what else? The Z, it's not gonna be all the way there. I think that Chevy's gonna be what's gonna be it. Then you got that Shimano, and then a little Porsche. Let me see. Tight. Those can't go around. Those the same face. Alright, let's do it. Wait, what the fuck? Did I just buy that? Yeah, let's do it.
And here we are for the first round, Kristen. How you feeling about this one?
Look, I feel like it's taken these drivers a long time to get here. And I don't just mean traveling here, Alex, but
steering wheel, yes. Added device. Handbrake, no. Inbound. Handbrake, foul. Wait, fucking inverse. Accelerate, inverse, inverse. Clutch. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I like they can't go through it. Well, I don't. Clutch doesn't mean shit because we don't use it right now. Yes.
There is no rival in this.
Corners were easier versus pressing a fucking button.
And here we are for the first round, Kristen. How you feeling about this one?
The opening bracket.
And here we are for the first round, Kristen. Feeling about this?
This is probably the citizens connecting. The calibration's not set at all. Oh. Alright, so I gotta fix this real quick. I'll be right back. So I'm about to boot back up and flush out the old program. It's bullshit. Damn, she had an OnlyFans now. I always knew she was like a little freak ass. Ooh, wow. I knew it. OnlyFans ads. Damn, that engine looked tight as shit. Listen to this. Listen. God damn.
They don't want you to know this.
Guys, this insurance company, Auto, is the real deal. It's legit. Like, I'm not sure how they do it, how they find you all these state and local discounts. So here's my old.
What the f? Do a flip!
All right, here we go.
How's it going?
Close this shit out. And there we go. What the fuck you mean default? What game was that? What game was that? That was great. What the fuck? Okay. Where the fuck are my profiles? Are you serious? Alright. There we go. Oh. Sweet. My application's my ass. Where the fuck is Grid? It needs to do an update scan. Like, I have more games. And why is League of Legends even being registered? It's not a fucking driving game. Yo, this that dumb shit. Right here. Throw my fucking leg up. Ooh. Unrealistic graph. Oh, check this shit out, y'all, too. Fucking stray. Hold on. Fucking a dog could never. or some shit. Probably won't let us see that again. Like, are you guys watching me watch someone watch a fucking cat watch himself through the city? Like, this shit has gotten out of control. South Park is like, oh shit, like you and these fucking furry friends. No, they ain't scared. Oh shit. And that's it. He's away. Fuck out of here. We guess like the leader or some shit wants to talk to him. something. See what this guy had to say.
It's the day. Welcome, friends, back. We're playing Need for Speed Payback today, which isn't something I expected to be saying, but we're going to be playing it with a wheel. Now, as you may or may not know, I've currently been in the process of putting together a new setup, and it would have not been complete without a proper racing rig. That's right, this year I'm properly going in with the proper sim stuff, and thanks to GT Omega for basically providing this chair and the racing rig, which is absolutely amazing. I have yet to try the rig. I've sat down and I've wanted to play it, but today is finally the day. It is ready. We should probably get playing. Finally, we're ready. Unfortunately, I don't have a camera set up right now to record the wheel, but I've got a little bit of the view here. So anyway, let's get on with it. So currently, I need to swap out of this because... Okay, I don't know the controls. I'm just going to use the controls. No clutch support, it seems. We do have gearing for manual. Oh! Let's get on with it. So, currently, I need to swap out of this because... Okay, I don't know the controls. I'm just going to use the controls. No clutch support, it seems. We do have gearing for manual, which does mean we have to use this, I think. If I had my... Oh, wait. No! Oh, my God! I can use my sequential... I can use my shifter. This is amazing. I actually didn't think it was going to work. I wonder though, some of the cars in this game have like 8 gears, so I wonder if that's actually going to affect anything, but that's awesome. I didn't even know. I like it. Okay, so when they released the information about there being manual transmission in this game, I didn't actually pay much attention to it because at the time I didn't have a wheel properly set up and waiting. So this, if you didn't know, this car right here, my Vet, was made as my grip car, and it is set up in grip. The gears are really weird in this game. The wheel is fighting me. I didn't expect the shifter to work. I'm still trying to clutch here, but I don't actually need to. This feels really weird, playing Need for Speed with a wheel. But I do wonder if grip driving might actually be better with a wheel. So I've heard people complain about the wheel support, but so far, to be quite honest with you, for a game that doesn't generally have wheel support, this is going pretty well so far. The physics need redoing though, obviously. Let's turn stability off. It's not that's the pause button. It's got 2 pause buttons. Let's go! Let's have stability off and try some drifty man G in the Vet, which is going to be really weird, again, because... Oh my God, I'm going to have to get used to commentating on the wheel again. Commentating on a wheel is like vastly different to using a controller. You can focus more on the commentary on the wheel. You got to focus more on the wheel. There's no other ways about it. So what seems to be weird about the Vet so far, and I think it's going to be the case with basically most of these cars, you have to be turning the wheel and braking at the same time to obviously get into a drift. If otherwise it's just going to grip like this. But again, this car I built for the focus of grip, so maybe that's why. Honestly, it might be a little bit easier to use the shifter, the paddles on this, than using the shifter, or if I had the sequential setup for the shifter, which I don't know. I have the plate somewhere, just not exactly sure where. Okay, I've now honed in my skills a little bit, so how about we actually do an event? Is this a good idea? Probably not, but
Hell yeah,
we will find out.
Brother. Yeah, let's pause that. Check this shit out. Okay, look. Here we go. How is it different Need for Speed hash group?
Someone's having doubts, huh? Hell, I'm just trying to keep this thing interesting. You can't write me off like that. You're just a voice, pal. You don't know a damn thing about racing!
That was tight. This was on Reddit. How it feels up turbo on hot pursuit. That was funny as shit.
actually, you know what? I'm going to drive around and I'm going to find a bait crate to do. Well, this is weird. So the game actually lets me use the controller at the same time, and so the wheel is reacting. Okay, let's stop doing that. While we wait for the next Need for Speed, let's do a replay of this Need for Speed. Completing the game with a wheel. I think that would be absolute hell. It feels like a completely different game though. It feels like I'm playing a totally different game. And I feel that's the case with a lot of games, especially Drive Club would be another good example. Oh my, I'm gonna look like this game just isn't made to be played with a wheel. It feels freaking weird not having to use the clutch at all. I'm gonna disconnect the shifter and we're gonna try using the paddles. There we go, we got paddles now. Wait, the gears take longer. When you shift with that, it shifts faster. Interesting. That gives you a massive advantage, I feel like. Most games, when I first jump into them with a wheel, and I don't usually find the force feedback to be as aggressive as this. It's trying to murder me, basically. Hold the speed, boy! I swear this thing was quicker. I made it as my grippy boy car, and it ain't doing a great job at speeding. I didn't touch that, man. Don't think anyone ever has gone, yes, let me set up this amazing rig. Next level, everything you could ever want. And then let's play Need for Speed with a wheel. My greatest idea. Woo! Apparently I've not done this speed trap before. I don't think I've ever actually driven along this side of the bridge before, which is bizarre, because I've put many an hour in this game. Finish! Boom! 2 stars. I'll give you 2 stars, mate. Oh, finally. A bait crate. Should I pull it? I'm going to put the shifter back in, just so I have, like, the full experience. The problem is, the force feedback is so tough that when you let go to shift, you basically have no control whatsoever. How do I do? What's triangle? That's not triangle. There's the triangle. All right, get into reverse. That's 6. This shifter has got 7, 8 gears, actually, because if you include reverse. It's a Rosa! All right, come on, vet. The controller, the wheel is just... It does this weird thing. So normally in games, the car, the wheel tries to instantly snap back, but this jaggedly does it. Oh my god, this may possibly be the most difficult police chase in Payback history! That's okay, because that's what we want. These pursuits are generally quite easy. Look at the skid! You know what, drifting feels a bit more rewarding with a wheel because it's bloody impossible! It's not, it's just really difficult. Normally, you just press the brake and you drift, but it seems like this boy doesn't want to drift! He wants to grip! He is a man of my own culture. Mr. America. See, this car, to get it into a slide, you have to turn and then brake, which just, in my head, I can't compute. I'm doing my best. I can't admit. The controller with that wheel is difficult. So around 2015, that's 6. No! This would be impossible to use, the shifter anyway, because of the fact... Wait, that's the finish? Is that really the finish?
Yeah, this is real.
I thought this was going to be some nice police chase, but we're right at the end already. What is that?
There, lost him.
That was the worst bait crate I've ever seen in my entire life. Stop the wheel shaking. Just go like a normal wheel. Just speed card, as you do. I want to put that in.
It's a fucking game, bro.
It is better, but I think I was doing... Yeah, I don't want that one. Let's trade it in. Okay. My controller's vibrating there in the background, which is... Yeah. Mate, please, chill. What did we learn today? Well, we learned a couple of things, I think. It's that wheel support can be in a game, but it can be basically useless. Of all games that are kind of a thing right now, for example, The Crew 2, Forza, I don't know why I decided Need for Speed would be the first one I try. Gran Turismo. I think that's probably why you just wanted to be a prat. Oh, there's the abandoned car. I didn't even try. It's right there. I already know what it is. It's the car I already own. Do you get another one? I don't think you do. But basically, I would say in the next Need for Speed, would I even bother putting in?
No, don't go over the spike trips. No. Oh. No. No, come on, this is fake. This is fake. This is so fake. No, this. Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Ripper24, and today we're gonna be playing some Need for Speed Payback on the wheel. And to be honest with you guys, I've spent about a good 3 hours already with the G920 Logitech on the PC. And I'll be honest with you guys, the first 2 hours I spent them trying to set it up, because honestly, I didn't install the software that comes with this. That was not good at all. Trust me, I wasn't able to connect it. I had so many issues. I went on the forums trying to see if there was a way for me to make it work. And finally was able to. Now I'm actually playing the game, and I play a little bit of the speed cross, and honestly it's unplayable in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it's just my practice, maybe I'm missing practice. But what I want to do now is I want to play it like a police chase and see how that goes for me. But I want to show you the current wheel setup that you have. So just kind of give you an idea of how that's working. And there's really no way to change it. There's no way to increase the response. I haven't seen anything like that yet. You're able to change it from medium to hard game difficulty, and you're also able to change it from automatic to manual. But right now I'm just playing with the automatic mode just to see how that goes. Maybe I can try to use the manual in a second here. But let's go ahead and see how that works out, guys. To the race that I'm trying to shoot some work to it. But so far, some of the cars are performing really well with this current setup. Ooh, shit. That was a bad accident there. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad on the screen of my GoPro. Just making sure that everything's coming out right for you guys. Oh, I thought I could go through there. I'm a terrible driver. Alright, here we go. This should be a fun one. Let's go ahead and try it out. We're going to change the car. And let's see which runner car we're going to... Not able to use the calories. Lots of...
Man, that drank some fucking ass on there, but I'm still going to place it and have me some fun. I'm just checking out this here form. What it's gonna do is send me. Okay, so here I will show you what I'm looking at. Okay, so look, this is the grid settings. These are all the different games. Problem is, I ain't really look at a lot of them. I'm not fucking with the F1 series. I got Dirt 5. I should probably play that. Ooh, I could make the the e-brake. Okay, hold on. I got Xbox. Is auto sport on Windows?
genre race Iridium are about to do, and we are off. You can see we've chosen as our sponsor Razer. We kind of wanted to keep the whole computer motif thing going. Now, the gameplay you're watching right now is being done by a mouse and a keyboard, and the reason we did this by a mouse and keyboard is we wanted to show it can be done. You can play this with a mouse and keyboard. I can tell you now, though, if you are a serious racing fan, if you haven't already got one, get yourself a steering wheel with the foot pedals. The gameplay difference is nothing short of spectacular. And yeah, I'm going to have to talk to our gameplay people that recorded this video because he's spending too much time bumping. This isn't NASCAR. Get out there and actually race them. Get out there and drive fast around them. Don't ram into them. Racing games as a whole have really had a lot of trouble over the years. It's been a genre that has a lot of fans, but it doesn't get a lot of attention. And what Codemaster has done with this, like I said, they've crossed disciplines. That makes it a lot of fun. You can't be good at one style of racing and excel at this game. The other thing they've done is they've added a huge social media and multiplayer element through their website. The particular feature for this is called, I want to say it's RaceNet, which allows different achievements to be accomplished. You can race against your friends. You can actually have race clubs, which is just totally cool. The game plays very smooth on fairly modest hardware. That's impressive. But again, we're back to, this is a genre that has not really spent a lot of time expanding itself. There's only so many ways you can do a racing game because you're going to attempt realism when you do this. In some ways, this is kind of like, to me, the first-person shooter market where it's heading. So often first-person shooters in the end up being the same game with a different skin. And that is happening a lot with racing games today, which is why the ability to cross these disciplines, the career mode that makes you have to actually drive in different manners, maybe get outside of your comfort zone, drive cars that handle way differently than what you enjoy normally playing. This takes the game and it raises it up a notch. It makes it where there's more depth to the play. This is not a game you're going to run one or two races and go, okay, I've seen the maps, I'm done, I'm moving on to my next game. This is the kind of racing game that racing fans have wanted because it means you're going to keep racing. You're going to keep playing this game. The audio in the game is really well done. The voiceovers are really well done. As you can see, the graphics are gorgeous. They really take advantage of the modern GPU, but as I said, 270X VaporX, and we're getting this kind of detail. Just butter smooth playback at 1080. Just, it looks gorgeous. It plays really smooth. The performance is through the roof. You could probably go down to a 260X and still get a really great experience. And there's not really a reason to have to rush out to buy the more expensive video card. Good news for racing fans, because that means you can take the money you save to buy that steering wheel set and really get your enjoyment of the game up just over the top. My own play with this, like I said, the video we're watching, this was done with a keyboard and mouse. I've played this a little bit now with my steering wheel set. I understand the racing game appeal as I play it. I understand the desire. You see, now this is a neat feature. This is they call it they've got a different name for it. I call it the mulligan. I've never seen a racing game that does this. Basically, you do something stupid, and you have the opportunity to go, no, let me back up. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen in multiplayer, but in single player, that's kind of a neat feature. It lets you, when the wife comes over and taps you on the shoulder as you're about to make that hard dive into the turn, and you get distracted, you don't have to look at the wife and yell at her because you lost the race because she tapped you on the shoulder. You can play your mulligan, take it back a little bit, and try it again. Notice also, for us beginners, for us people that are not super race enthusiasts, or aficionados, I should say, you've got this line that gives you what the best line for your car is, so that you can get maximum effect in return. This is a neat feature for the beginners to help us get involved into the racing some more. Come on, ninth place, come on, gotta catch him. We won 8th place. Come on. It's just a really fun game, and it looks great. So if you're looking for a new game to play, this is Grid Auto Sport by the folks at Codemaster. Again, the gameplay video you watch is being brought to you by Sapphire Technologies, and we are playing this game for your viewing pleasure on a 270X VaporX at 1080p with maximum detail cranked up. That's right, folks. You're playing this on a $250 card at 1080p and everything cranked, butter smooth, absolutely gorgeous. It's a Codemaster. Again, the gameplay video you watch is being brought to you by Sapphire Technologies, and we are playing this game for your viewing pleasure on a 270X VaporX at 1080p with maximum detail cranked up. That's right, folks. You're playing this on a $250 card at 1080p and everything cranked, butter smooth, absolutely gorgeous, and just a ton of fun to play. So I hope you've enjoyed this gameplay video. Stay tuned for more. I'm Ed with Sapphire Technology. Keep playing. We'll see you next time.
Becoming a well-versed sim racer is hard, and there are tons of common mistakes that cost new players lap time and overall consistency. To ensure that this doesn't happen to you, I gathered the top 5 biggest beginner mistakes you should avoid in sim racing and how you easily can fix them. Welcome back to Overtake.gg. My name is Champion Joe and I'm a sim racing editor here on the platform. I have tons of playing hours on various racing sims, and I wanted to help you guys avoid making the same mistakes others are making across all racing games. So let's get started with mistake number 1, and that's not using the whole track. When you're just getting started with sim racing, staying on track is usually the most important point for newcomers. As many players migrate from racing games like Need for Speed or Forza Horizon or similar titles where car control is not that really important like it is in a sim. That's why beginners tend to overdrive a car, and when they start to adjust to the handling in the sim, they focus on staying on track first, which looks a bit like this. The car staying in the middle of everything for the most part. Which isn't a bad thing at all. After all, staying on track is much better than visiting the gravel pit every 30 seconds, right? But it's not particularly fast. You see, a race car usually follows the outside, inside, outside rule, because the line, or rather the racing line you take through a corner, will determine how much speed you can carry through that turn. Simplified, this means that you will use the whole track and hug the outside while braking, steer the car to the inside where the apex of the corner lies, and when you accelerate out of the bend, you aim for the outside again to maximize your exit where the outside, inside, out on staying on track first, which looks a bit like this. The car staying in the middle of everything for the most part. Which isn't a bad thing at all. After all, staying on track is much better than visiting the gravel pit every 30 seconds, right? But it's not particularly fast. You see, a race car usually follows the outside, inside, outside rule, because the line, or rather the racing line you take through a corner, will determine how much speed you can carry through that turn. Simplified, this means that you will use the whole track and hug the outside while braking, steer the car to the inside where the apex of the corner lies, and when you accelerate out of the bend, you aim for the outside again to maximize. even with this knowledge. The perfect aid to visualize where your car should be is not the ideal line you can display. No, it is the curbs. Every racetrack on the planet has them, and they show you where you should place your outside tires to maximize your grip through every corner. So when you're learning a new track, take it slow at first and have a look at the curbs available and what story they tell you. How should the perfect racing line look like? Also, don't be afraid to use all of the curbs available to you. Cut the chicane with 2 tires, let your car run wide on the curbing, on the exit, and test the limits of what's allowed and what counts as a track cut. And you will be surprised how much is actually legal to do in various racing sims. Another huge mistake you basically see in every racing game or in F1 when Verstappen is going for a dive again, are players braking far too late for a corner. Yes, braking late will be faster into the corner, but it will most likely ruin your exit, leading to you crashing into an opponent or to your car becoming folded into a barrier. And this is where the famous sim racing saying comes into place: slow in, fast out. Which is of course a bit dramatic in its formulation, but in its core, it's the most essential racing tip you can get for bettering your corners and braking. But let's start from the beginning. When you are learning a new track and you have no clue where to brake, start to look at the side of the track to spot some markers that you can easily recognize while driving at a fast pace. This could be a tree, the start of the curbing, a line on the track, or the meter boards that solely are there for exactly this purpose. Just don't take any shadows, trust me. Then start at roughly 200 meters, for example, and see how long it takes for your car to slow down before you have to turn in. Or if you are already way too fast and overshooting the corner. Usually you adjust your braking point from there until you are as close to the turn as possible without having to break a sweat when turning in. Keep in mind that your car should flow through the turn, and that if you have a lot of movement in your steering that you have to correct, you are most likely already a few meters too late on the brakes. Practice makes perfect here, and when you feel comfortable with your braking and driving overall on track, maybe search for tutorials on trail braking next, as this will further lower your braking distance in the future. But that's more of an intermediate technique and too advanced for today. But if you would like to see a video from us about that topic, let us know in the comments down below. The third mistake I see often with newer drivers that start with sim racing is that they reject any kind of help from apps or programs whatsoever because they want it to be as realistic as possible. But that's a big mistake, especially when you are playing on a 16:9 monitor and are lacking the overview that you would have in a real car. Of course, upgrading to an ultra-wide monitor, VR goggles or triple screens can help you with that, but many of us don't have the money, which is why you should get all the help you can get from nifty programs. And there are many good ones out there. You should definitely consider getting a car radar. It shows you the cars around you, which will help dramatically to stay safe in side-by-side situations on track and to keep you cool under pressure. And there's even a program that can help you with your overview while also making you feel like you are still playing by the rules of the real world. This program is called Crew Chief, a free tool that will act as an engineer and spotter by radio. It can call you by your name, tell you when other cars are alongside you, and also will respond to voice commands if you ask it something. For example, you are driving in an online race, you have all the HUD elements turned off for the complete immersion and want to know what your position on track is, you can just ask, "What's my position?"
P15.
What an awesome tool. Everybody should use it. A link can be found, of course, in the video description. Mistake number 4 is a big one and treated with a technique that real racing drivers have to learn as well to adjust to the speed and to the low reaction times. Because for many beginners in sim racing, their vision while driving is incorrect. Usually when driving a car in real life, for example when driving through a city, the vision of the driver sits right in front of the car. You observe everything that's happening right in front of you, like traffic signs, construction sites, road markings, or people crossing the street. Because your speed is lower, when you spot something you have to react to. Like when approaching a corner, you have more than enough time to react to it. In a racing scenario, this is different. Your speeds are way higher and the time you have to react accordingly is much lower, which is why we have to adjust our vision to spot the next important point where your car should steer to. So when you're approaching a corner, your eyes should already focus on the apex coming up, so you can react in just the right time to start turning your wheel towards it. And I know, what about the braking point? How can I spot the braking point and have my eyes on the apex at the same time? Easy, you have to use your peripheral vision. Spot your brake marker with the corner of your eye, focus on the apex, and as soon as you arrive there, your eyes should already be focused on the exit ahead so you can take the ideal line out of the turn. This takes a while to practice and to get used to, but will better your lap times massively as well as your consistency. The best example I can give you are Eau Rouge and Radillon at Spa-Francorchamps, which are so much easier to master with this technique. Because the speed here is so high and the time to hit the perfect moment to start steering is so slim that every millisecond counts. So by having your eyes already on the inside while driving down into Eau Rouge makes it way easier to get out on the other side in one piece and to avoid cutting the track while doing so. Our last tip has to do with your attitude. What's your motivation to go racing? Only to win? Then get ready for a bumpy ride. Because compared to other esports titles out there, everybody on track is on their own and you are the only player in your team. Winning is always a 1 versus 20, 25 or even more situation. So if your only goal is to win every race, you will most likely get disappointed and lose interest in the hobby super quickly. My tip is to be your own rival and to find joy in the racecraft. Because every race is also a competition against your past best. Try to maximize your pace when you are driving without anyone around, alone in a race in P10 for example. Use the delta display to shave off tenths each lap and to always be your best self, even though people around you might be way faster. Also learn to enjoy racing and not only overtaking, but also clean defending and long battles on track without contact with your opponent. If you start to value those situations, online racing will become the best possible experience you can have. If the outcome of battles is not as important than the battle itself, you can fully savor the moment without being disappointed if you only come home 13th in the end of a race. Of course, I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to be the best guy on track. That's also a lot of fun. But it's not the only thing that makes racing exciting. So keep your heads up, keep your fights as clean as possible at all times and just try to enjoy yourself. What are your tips you would pass down to a beginner? Let me know in the comments down below. But that's it already from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in and see you next time around. Cheers!
Man, I just found some shit for Forza. Wait, what, nigga? I knew I fucking had to.
Trail braking is to racing what ketchup is to a sausage sandwich. You can get by without it, but you'll be missing something important. Trail braking is easy to learn, but rewarding to master, and few things are more important to learn.
Logitech G-Hub settings. I want to see what this guy. So this guy right here, somebody pointed out some better settings for Forza using the G29. So we're gonna try. You know, Brian components too, and then we're gonna try something different. ass stunting. Where's the G-Hub software? Okay, so what the fuck is Forza? Cool, as always. It just don't get half the fucking games. We're gonna add Forza. Let me find Forza. And let's see. Windows apps. Yep. Alright. TM. Let me see. Program files. EA. No. Where the fuck is this game coming from? Games. No, there's a Windows folder, so specifically for Windows games. That might not be cloud fucking Forza. Let me see. Open a file location. Go to the file location. Where the fuck is it? So it says Forza is on drive G. So we go. Oh shit. Let's see. Xbox. Okay. Drive G. But we're in drive G. 11.6. Oh, that's not G, that's fucking R, bro. I confused myself. Alright, here we go. Windows apps. No, Forza. What in the fuck? This is not Xbox, it's Forza. This is fucking Codex. Okay, no, that's not it. That's just the install. I need to move it. Definitely not in here. Start on Drive G. What in the fuck? Great Legends almost done. Dirt 5. Let me get it. If it's on a G drive, then the game is turned and installing up to there. That's great installing to there. Maybe I fucked up and I'll find out. It's probably here. I don't like fucking Microsoft's fucking games the way they be doing. Like the Microsoft titles, they are half the fucking game. You don't even know what it is. So it's like I'm about to just spell this shit. And look at high to low. Me on my profile stuff tonight. Yeah, so we're playing this. To them major geeks. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3.
Did you know I'm picking up the pieces of my soul? I lost control and I can shake the feeling on my own. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside. That feels you can't deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought you were the light. Falling fast, now my mind is freezing, but I can show that I can go ahead without you in my feelings. No, 'cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside. That feels you can't deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought you were the light.
Oh, fucking whatever, bro. So for Forza, you have to do it fucking many
pull me in like gravity.
I can't believe that. That's some bullshit.
Changing the way that my body moves.
So back to
it's true. Without the moon, there'd be no way. Without the stars, there'd be no space. When I got you by my side, you made me feel like I'm the world in your mood. I can't go on without being with you. Inseparable.
Let's see. Alright, staring. Let's see what's going on. Man, I would tell you, anything I give for a good stomp on my back, that'll be freaking amazing right now. My back's fucking killing me. But you know, what are you gonna do about it? Bob said, why? John said, who, what? And I said, why so? Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your one and your true only favorite radio station. Oh shit, skip.
Rebel Records Radio. Playing all the bangers all across Mexico.
Or, if you're feeling slightly more impulsive, we could catch a slingshot straight to Hot Wheels Park. What'd you say? You have arrived at your destination.
need something like. I'm about to play with the controller for a while. Hooning it. Steering wheel sensitivity is off, okay. Let's see. Smooth. Let's try something. These are some really fast ass cars. Let's start out with a simple car.
He's dead. This is Hospital Records Radio.
Let's see what happens when we listen to the other guy and change the snare on there and see what I'll bring the range of like 7. Okay, I was listening to Fast Travel's bitch, like y'all got GPS.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. Arrived at your destination.
7.
Alright.
You're listening to Hospital Records Radio.
Let's see what this guy got going on. Vibration. What? Bitch? I'm turning this shit back on. That was free. They changed the settings.
from Horizon, Mexico.
Radio at the Horizon Festival.
I have plotted your route to a nearby race event. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
So maybe we need to turn the fucking faster cars. Alright, whatever. Let's see.
prizes on offer every time. Have a wheel spin. Hey Richard, we're tracking well towards our first adventure. Keep going, we're all cheering for you.
Thanks, Haley.
Hospital Records Radio. Fast cars. Drum and bass. This is Hospital Records Radio.
Give me a real fucking car. Oh, you fucking bitch. you think naturally should stay like this kind of fucking up. Gotta do it in the video game. Let's see what we got.
Nice! Kudos are a good way to send positive vibes around the festival. See a driver doing something you like? Kudos to them.
Wheel setting. If it's a different one, I just need to change the sensitivity. Let's see. Next. Yeah, Project Cars and WRC. Let me see.
Don't cut, and flat right, narrows, in the tunnel, and flat right, and caution, hard brake, left 2, narrows, long, 30, caution, hard brake, square right, left short, into right 5, opens, don't cut, 100. Flat left, over crest, and left 5, and caution, left 3, don't cut, and right 3, opens, 30. Right 3, don't cut, 30. Left 5, over crest, 30. Over crest, left 3, opens, 30. Right 4, over crest, long, and left 5, 60. Left 1, very long, keep in, into right 4, long, tighten, 30. Left 4, short, into flat right, and right 4, into right 4. And flat left, into crest, 50. And right 3, 40. Square left, opens. And right 4, 50. Left 4, into left 3, short. And crest, and left 5, short, brake. Into right 3, 30, flat left. 30. Caution, brake, square right, don't cut, 100. Flat right, into left 4, long, opens, 70. Flat left, and right 4, 40. Left 5, short, into right 5, don't cut, and flat left, tightens 4, over crest, and left 4, 30. Right 5, 50, over crest, and caution, right 3, tightens, don't cut, and left 4 into right 4, tightens 2, don't cut, into left 1, opens, over crest, 20, left 5 into right 4, 30, right 5 into finished.
The opening round of the Fanatec GT World Challenge Europe powered by AWS Sprint Cup is here at Brands Hatch. We're in the sunshine. We're on the full Grand Prix circuit, and this is a proper old school circuit.
Okay. Next, I got this perfected almost. This ain't too bad. Let's see. Oh shit. There 5-bit routing. Okay, let's go back to the car. Copy yours and bring in my drift changer. That's fine. So we need doop, da doop, da doop, da doop, da doop. All right, so we're all right. And I'm playing Forza. Got the name profile. Wow. It's like, what's this? The crew? The live settings for the crew. Let's see. The crew default. Hell yeah. Let's see.
Hey.
Oh, I see. Must be sequential. H. And what is this? The crew. H. Whatever the paddles, right? put the key like a fucking dumbass. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. Let's just copy his sentence. still. Oh, fuck. Alright. Alright, and able sitter spring for this game. Where we at? Desktop. For the crew. Oh shit, disabled. Let's see. Go back. Let's see this one profile. Oh my gosh. It's like 8 of them. Okay, hold on. Default. D. Operating range 900. 50%. Sitter spring strength 10%. You don't need that. We need some sitters, please. That shit not working. It's whack. It says force feedback, gearbox, wheel range. Why is wheel range on there? Alright, whatever. So, wheel range is tapped off, but we got wheel range overwritten inside the regular software. Why do you keep saying soda spring off? Like, that's stupid. This shit right here the main profile. It's now active. Alright. It's doing some reset shit, bro. Alright, let's see. We can do this. Enable. But we just want that to be what it is. Alright.
You dare to try to make it flawless, you're gonna fake it. Falling into the mainstream. Why don't you follow your dreams?
Cause me rather it on. Alright, I'm gonna look at it tomorrow. Actually, let's see. Best settings for the 360 traction. What? They got those settings? I'm gonna figure this shit out and I'm about to go to bed. But this was fun. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.